Good morning, campers. This is Tim of Iron Earth 701. Another little adventure here. I'm at the Willow Flowage in northern Wisconsin. It is December, I think 19th, today. Yeah, December 19th. Got in here last night. Pulled the poke across the ice and set up camp. It was pretty dark and it was pretty cold and started to snow, so I didn't take any video last night. Take a lot of video today. I'm going to be here all day Saturday, and then I'll be getting out of here Sunday. I want to just talk about my sleep system. I've been using kind of a relatively newer sleep system with this kind of gone to. This is the Fairview one, and I've shown this tent before. This is just a tent I'm going to be using now, I guess, for my winter backpacking trips with the Polk. So I just wanted to kind of show what's going on here. I might end up trying my teepee tent in the future, but I think for most of my backpacking trips, I'm going to end up using this guy. Anyway, I want to show the system here. First thing is that I've got on the inside mesh here, there is there's a little bit of a frost catcher I have here on the inside between the mesh and the tent body, just to kind of reduce the amount of open mesh area and to kind of hold in a little bit more warmth. Not completely closing it off. You don't want to close off a tent completely, because then it'll become really bad in here with moisture. But the moisture wasn't too bad last night. I mean, there was the walls mostly dry. Up near my head, they're a tiny bit wet. But, you know, that's to be expected. Not too bad, though. The moisture is pretty much under control. And then here, I show my sleeping bag layer than what I'm using for sleeping on. This is I've got a 3-layer system here for my sleeping bag. This is my frost catcher, which I guess more accurately is actually being used as a moisture catcher to kind of keep any drops that get on the walls from getting on my sleeping bag. Then inside my sleeping bag here, I'm sleeping inside I've got my Kelty Cosmic 1, or I think it's 4 degree actually. This is what I've been sleeping in. It's been pretty warm. It only got down to like 34. Only got down to 24 last night. Supposed to get to 18 tomorrow, which is why I brought this. If it had stayed in the 20s, I would just use my 20-degree bag. But it's going to get in the 18s, and there's always the chance that the weatherman gets it wrong. So I don't like freezing. So, and then inside, I didn't mess around on this trip, and I used my my much heavier fleece liner. I didn't mess around with my cotton poly blend liner that I use most of the time. Use my full fleece liner. This is just Ozark Trails I picked up at Walmart years and years and years ago when my son joined Scouts, and I've used it. It's kept me pretty damn warm. And then on the bottom of the tent here, which is the most important thing, is I've also got 3 layers here as well. The very bottom of the tent here, I've got a little fleece that covers the entire bottom of the body of the tent. It keeps the heat in a little bit, or keeps out the cold out a little bit. But then underneath me, what I have is one of these reflective sun shields for a car. I've got that on top of this, and then on top of that, I have this is about a 1/4 inch foam mat I picked up at Walmart years and years and years ago as well. It's 24 inches wide, which is pretty nice. So that fits right on top of this the sun shield. So I've got the fleece on the bottom of the tent, give me some separation. Plus, also in the bottom of this tent, I also have a piece of plastic. I have a plastic liner to keep myself off the snow. So I've got the plastic there, the tent body, then this fleece to give me some warmth, and then this reflective material here. It's got some insulation capability, and then on top of that, I've got this 1/4 inch. Maybe it's maybe a little more than that. Foam, and then on top of that, I actually sleep on top of my on top of my air mattress. My air mattress, I looked it up online. It only has an R value of 2.5. So without these extra layers, I would be freezing my butt off. But I didn't feel any cold coming up through this at all. Of course, in the summertime, I just use this directly because 2.5 is fine for the summer, but 2.5 is not going to work in the wintertime. And this is just my Neo Air that I'm using. So pretty comfortable last night. Moisture wasn't too bad in the tent. Little bit of moisture up here near the walls where I'm exhaling, and a little bit here back behind me where my head is. A little bit of moisture here, but not too bad. I mean, it's a tiny bit moist. I mean, you'd if there was no moisture at all, I'd be tremendously surprised. And actually, to achieve that, you'd have to have a lot of airflow through the tent, which would make it pretty cold. So it's a balancing act of trying to have enough airflow to keep it from raining in here from all the condensation on the walls, and having it hold the heat in enough that it's actually comfortable to be inside the tent. Because last night when I was out cooking, I hadn't had a chance to put on my my down jacket, so I was really underneath my regular jacket, and I was really starting to get chilled. As soon as I hopped in the tent, I really started feeling so much better because you've got all these layers of keep you from the cold of the ground. Plus, you've got basically an enclosed area here that you're in, so it helps to really keep the air in, keep the heat in, so you're not trying to heat the entire outdoors, which your body, of course, can never do. So that's how you get cold. Anyway, I'm going to show you a little setup. I set a little setup for camp here. Put up a little tarp over a picnic table. It's really nice. They have picnic tables here, and going to get some firewood together, make some breakfast, do a little ice hiking this afternoon. It's just want to check out this place. I've never been here before. I wanted to see what it was like. It's really nice. I'm really happy with it. We got some snow last night. I got to clear some snow away from the sides of the tent, so the tent does breathe properly. You do want it to breathe some, or I might as well be in my teepee tent. All right. And then I brought this guy. This is my rechargeable tent light. This is working really good. I'm very happy with it. I'll maybe talk more about that later. Anyway, I'll get going, get myself dressed here, make some breakfast. Gonna make some bacon and eggs. I'll show that. That's pretty cool. I'm bacon and eggs and Pop-Tart for breakfast. It's gonna be lovely. Anyway, see you guys on the trail. Bye-bye.